Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to Kenne's Talk Show. If you haven't checked out the previous video, make sure to go check it out. Kenne's Talk Show. You know what to do. Make sure to smack up that bell and subscribe button. Share with your friends, family members, including all your enemies. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be talking about 3 things you should know about money. 3 things you should know about money. Well, money, first of all, is a legal tender. We all know that. Now, here are the 3 things you should know about it. A couple of months ago, my youngest brother called me and asked me, "Hey, what are the things that you did at 17 that you regret doing? Or if you were my age, 17 years old now, what would you do that you did not do?" Well, that was a loaded question coming from a 17-year-old, because I don't think I myself, a 17-year-old back then, would ask that question to anyone, you know. But technically, I would say he was looking up to me as a mentor, or some sort of a big brother kind of thing. So he wants to know the mistakes that I made in order to correct them before he gets to where I am right now. Well, the number one thing I told him, I didn't weep. However, it was a loaded question. I did not cry. I told him, hey, the first thing you need to do is start early. The concept of starting early, the moment you start early, you retire early. People don't get it. Starting early can help you retire quickly. Depending on how much you make, whatever amount you make, you could save up. You could put a little bit of it in investments, and then ETF, or ETFs that actually grow over the course of the time, before you get to a certain age. If you continue or you stick to that plan, by putting that certain amount, you could retire quickly and way quicker than someone who started at their 30s or late 30s. Number 2 thing that I would talk about, which I told him still, was discipline. Okay, discipline doesn't only involve being disciplined as a good human being out there. You have to be disciplined with your money. Being disciplined with your money means taking accountability of what you do with your money. Being disciplined with your money means being respectful about what you do. Not going to a restaurant and eating for $50 and tipping for $150. Eat within your means, or within how much you make, or whatever tip you're making. Could be maybe 15%. You could tip the waiter 15%, 20% of whatever you ate. Okay? The higher it is, the lower the tip. That's how I do it. That's my rule. If you're a waiter out there, I'm sorry, but I'm leaving below my means. Okay? So don't be extravagant about how you spend money. Don't be crazy. Be very respectful, because I know lots of people who make money, and the way they carry themselves, it's a lot different than people who actually are rich and the way they carry themselves. There's only a few percentage of people out there who actually make lots of money and drive fancy cars. There's a bunch of people who make lots of money and do not drive fancy cars at all. They drive Toyotas, okay? They drive Toyotas. You can see a rich guy out there who has like 12 mil in his bank account, and he's driving a Toyota. And you don't ever know. So don't judge a book by its cover, basically. By saying that, I'm just saying stick to being very disciplined, very respectful when you have money. Don't insult people, because money comes and it goes. So be very respectful when you make money, and that's the number 2 thing about money that you should know. Discipline. Master the art of discipline. It's very important when you're rich, when you're poor. Keep or maintain the same character as a human. Be the same person. Be who you are when you make a huge amount of money. Even if you win the jackpot, keep the same composure. Now, the 3rd thing we'll do is budgeting. Okay, I feel like I talk about budgeting in all my videos. It's not just talking about it. I feel like it's the most important step to financial freedom, to financial stress free, to live a life where you don't have to think about, in the future, you don't have to think about, oh, I'm living from paycheck to paycheck or this. No, budgeting is the most important, or the very first step to, I would say, financial freedom. Because the moment you start budgeting, that's when you actually get a grasp of what amount of money you're making, or whatever you're doing. Learn or master the art of budgeting, Okay, if you earned a certain amount of money a month, have a set budget. Okay, and don't go above it. Going above it can actually, every time, I mean, it doesn't, you could go above your budget, it doesn't really, it's not too bad. But if you go above your budget every single time, that creates a habit which builds within you that, oh wow, it's okay to blow above my budget, which is ridiculous. Okay, so the three things I mentioned tonight, to reiterate, is starting early. Starting early, the most important step. The second one is don't live extravagantly. Be very disciplined in the way you handle yourself. Not all your friends, you don't want to be extravagant like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, and getting all this fancy stuff, fancy cars and all that stuff. It's all vanity. It comes and goes. If you want to be, say, extravagant about anything, maybe you should be showing off with gold. You line up gold instead of cash, because cash is paper. You line up gold instead of cash on your bed, and actually show off with that, which makes much sense than actually lining up cash. I've seen 50 cents with pictures. I'm not throwing shades, however. I saw him do all those things, but I don't think 50 can do that nowadays. And the last thing we talked about was budgeting, which is the most important rule, most important aspect of breaking through your finances, breaking through your financial books. So start early, discipline, and budgeting. Those are the three money aspects that you need to pay attention to as a youngster out there. That's the biggest advice I can give you, starting early by investing. And yeah, that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Make sure to subscribe, share with your friends, family. If you like what's coming up, you can always suggest down in the comment section, and I will come up with more videos for you guys. No matter how short it is, it's very insightful and educative, edifying too. So thank you for sticking to the end. I'll see you in the next one.